have more clients. I have more time. I have me time. I have a better relationship with my husband. I am being a better mom to my children. I'm just loving my body. I've always liked to work out, but I just love it. I like my results. Everything is just working.
What's up, everybody? Casey Ship here. And today we're going to talk to one of my very successful clients, Amy Shaw. Amy is joining us to talk about how she went from, so stay-at-home mom, insane anxiety, low confidence, no drive, to super speed, confidence overflow, marriage better than it's ever been, just winning in every way you turn. So she's going to talk to us today on how she did that. So thanks for coming on, Amy.
Thanks for having me.
And Amy is actually my makeup girl. So here in Florida, I met her years ago. And so most of my photos you see, she's the one that did it. Matter of fact, the lip stuff that I just had was something that you told me to get. So she's okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do for work, what your side hustles are, how many kids you got, just like who's Amy?
All right. I'm Amy. I'm 35 years old. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 children, 7, 5, and 2. And I am a makeup artist as well. I do that on the weekends or any days that I can take clients during the week that my husband's off, and that's what I do.
Love it. And you also had a doggy for how long?
I did. He was 10 years old. We got him when he was almost 2. So we just lost him in November.
And he was a Rottweiler, big old boy.
Yeah. Yes, he was a good boy. He was my baby. So it was very, very, very hard losing him. Everyone's like, get another one. I'm like, I'm just not there yet. Not there yet.
Now, you also run a little mini blog, right? What's your
Southern Farmhouse? Yeah. So I started that wanting to do like farmhousey redos in my house, but then I got pregnant and I was like, we're not doing that. So really it's just sort of like a lifestyle. Like, I will post my workouts, what I'm eating, stuff from you, any sort of mom life, our family. I work with a lot of photographers that use us, so I share theirs. I just like to promote everybody and everyone if I like their stuff. I have a girlfriend that has a boutique and I'm a brand ambassador for her. So I post all her copper and sage stuff, which she's a hot mom too. Sarah. So yeah, that's my little gig. I also have very often, she's 9. So sometimes I have 4 kids.
Yeah, she really does. She really does. And that's the cool thing about Amy. I know when she came in, stay-at-home mom, but she was saying she wanted to add to the table. I'm like, well, you can do both. And I said, you're just and a lot of women listen to this, you don't realize that you could be paid for being you. Like women, we want to know what makeup you use, like what you're buying, where are you shopping? And so that's what she's got. So go follow her. So, okay, here's the question. So what was your problems you had prior to joining the program and working with me?
Yeah, prior to working with you, I was really just comfortable with where I was at, had no drive to really go above or beyond. We're just kind of going day by day. I didn't have much confidence. So I was just ready for a booster. And what were you going to say?
That brought something up. I remember when Amy came in, because we're actually friends before, client, whatever you want to call it, that we are now. So before, she'd work out, and I would notice her with food, like, oh, I'm doing good today, or I'm not doing good, or I have just a little bit of this. Like there was some restriction there in her food. I'm like, And then I knew we were talking about hormones, and we talked about money before. You always admired, like, I love how you make your own money. I'm like, all right, so I know she wants to do that. So there must be some stuck stuff there. But then we talked, and you were like, there's so many women in this situation. It's like when you say trauma, they're like, oh, I don't have trauma. It's almost like, and a lot of stay-at-home moms have this too, because there's a different drive, and there's something in you that says, I have to be happy with what I have. So therefore, if I want something else, it means I'm not happy with this. So Casey, I'm really kind of happy. Like, I don't know what to work on. Can you go over like where you're at mentally, like, I guess to build the bridge to the other women thinking the same way?
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I met you, I didn't really understand what you did until like you moved here and you really were like talking to me about it. And I'm like, wow, like that's a lot of stuff. I remember even like telling you I got my hormones checked and they were all wacky, and you're like, oh, could you afford to do this? And I was like, no, even though I had no idea even what it would cost. just in my brain, I was like, yeah, fuck no, I could never do that. And then like, you didn't say anything else. And you were just like, okay. And then like, I got into the program and I'm like, well, holy shit, she knew all this, and I didn't even know what to do. But like I said, I was fine where I was at, but like, I wanted more. Like I met you and I was like, oh my God, her drive, I want it. You were just on fire. And I was like, how do you get that want? Like, give it to me. And the more I talked to you, the more I was just like, oh yes, I'm ready. So it's just, and I will say when I first got in, I was just like, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know where to start. What do I do? And I'm the kind that's like, I have to have it all done. Like if I see it all on paper, I need to check it off. So, but I've just learned to like, okay, focus on today. What's today? What are my fields? Go to that program, go check this out, go read this, go listen to this. So just a little bit. Okay.
I love that. Yeah. A lot of women struggle with perfectionism and thinking that it's an all or nothing. I'm like, that's your problem. You need to learn how to be a disciplined half-ass. So I love that. You're a very religious woman, right? She loves Jesus. Now, how has your relationship gotten with the divine?
Well, I'm still very much a Christian, but I have been open myself to the bigger universe. Like you've just opened my eyes and same with one of my best friends. She's very much a Christian, but she is very into the moons, the things all. And I used to just be like, whatever, like you're nuts, but like the more I listen and hear it from like all over now, like from you and from other people, I'm just like, oh, this too? Like, this is so interesting. Like I still am no expert and I need to educate myself more, but I'm open. It's not like I'm just like shunning it off and like, I don't believe that,
Yeah. Like when she says moon and stuff, it's not that we dance under full moons. It's like earth frequency stuff, like science stuff. But so has your relationship, in prayer or anything, has it become?
It's just, I feel like it's broadened. Like it's so much bigger. I feel like I get so much more.
Yeah. Bam. That's it. So the blocks that she was talking about, we've opened those and you actually notice that you do have a better relationship and connection. So I love that. I wanted to throw that in there because I know you are, and a lot of women that listen are. So why did you choose my program specifically over all the other ones?
Because you are so real. Like I said, I've known you for years and you've never pushed it on me. You've never like said, hey, you need to do this. Hey, it's like it being an addict and you having to make that choice for yourself. I'm ready. I need this. So now it's time. It just, you were right. It was like, you just find your person, you find your fit, you find what like all these women with all these diets, all these workouts, find what works for you. Like it works for you, and you just fit for me, your personality, the way you talk, the way you're real, all of your content, everything you covered. It's just all of it fit for what I needed at that time.
So what's the opposite? Because I know you've been in fitness for a long time and you've got self-help people in your network and everything. What do you consider real versus like not real?
I feel like I can just tell from their voice, their tone, that what they promote and like what I see in real life. I'm like, phony, fake, I just like, you're not real. You're just here to sell it. You're just selling rather than like, and I don't see results. So what's going on here?
Like today it's self-love.
Right. Yeah.
Like every day. Yeah. Yes. I want to tell me about your bad days and how you got through it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Like you are a perfect example. Like I hate going to the gym, which I don't go to the gym anymore, and I see these trainers that are fat as frick. And I'm like, okay, you want me to pay you how much? And you look like that? No, you are the perfect example of a human, the way someone would want to look. So I want to look like her, not that fat thing.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I'm big on, look it, walk it, and then have your testimonials. And then more importantly, even if they look good for a minute, but what about when life hits them in the face? Like, can they maintain that? So I always look at that too. Yeah. Okay. So was there anything in particular about the program that really helped you? Like one aspect of it?
I think just like the soul healing area that really has
like, what's that? So will you tell us, like, in your mind, what's soul healing?
Just like And like I said, like I say, I don't have any past trauma, but it's like the more you read into yourself and figure yourself out, you realize there was, and you have to fix it, and you have to want to fix it and learn how to fix it and deal with it like on the daily.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, trauma, for example, how she said that she felt like she needed to go all in. That's a type of trauma. People just don't see it that way. People think trauma is like what happened, and sometimes it was what didn't happen to you. So,
right. Yeah.
So
depending, like, my mom and dad weren't alcoholics, but my mom's mom was an alcoholic. My brother's an alcoholic. It's just all those things. And it was just like so eye-opening.
She said codependent. I cut her off, but yeah, I remember you learning about codependency because we had it really bad too. And so I know that probably helped.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that has been so effective? Like doing the soul work and understanding like, wow, these were some old beliefs. Okay. Like, why do you think that was so effective in figuring that out and like reframing?
I just think I needed it. I needed it so much and had no idea. I just thought, oh, I'm perfect. Everybody's perfect in my family. And, we don't have any of that garbage, and I was just like, oh my God, you are so wrong. Like you need healed from the inside out, even just past relationships. Like you need healed in our own marriage, like heal the shit, and it's once you do, it's just like, feels so good.
It does. And then you're not left blindsided. Everything stops happening to you. It's more like, okay, you don't even see it as this happened to me. It's like, here's what we're going to do. And yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So as a result of implementing what you've learned and how you see things now, what have you been able to achieve because of that?
Well, I have more clients. I have more time. I have me time. I have a better relationship with my husband. I am being a better mom to my children. I have my house figured out without going like a crazy lunatic. I'm just loving my body. I've always liked to work out, but I just love it. I like my results. Everything is just working.
So cool. So, and then, Amy, working with people, and I think anybody in the service industry or, where you work with clients, like they come into your hair salon, whatever, she was getting taken advantage of because she has a big heart, and she was getting taken advantage of and people weren't paying her properly. And it was draining. And so learning about, I think some of the soul works really allowed you to step into that and know your worth because yes. Yeah. I love that. That's so cool, dude. More time as a stay-at-home mom, 3 kids, hubby, everything you got going on. And you found more time. I love that. And everybody always says, well, I don't have time for this. I'm like, that's your trauma. You not having enough time. There's not enough money. There's not enough. So this is just a way of being. So I just freaking love that. Okay. So, and I think we already know the answer to this. How has your life changed since you have achieved more clients and more time and more confidence?
I mean, just overall happier. I just more freeing, just live for the moment and deal with situations. And I don't know. I just think everyone in the family is just much happier since I'm happier.
That's it. Just you're happier. I love that. So if there's anybody watching right now that's on the fence about wanting to just book a call and speak with us and possibly enroll, and they're just on the fence, they're terrified, they think they can't do it, whatever, what would you say to them?
I would say just do it, because I have so many friends that I have actually came in and enrolled with you. And I have so many friends that still daily ask like, oh, how's the Casey going? How's that working for you? And I still spew it all out there. And again, like you gotta be ready. You gotta want it. And if you, it's like when you're at a store and you see something you want to buy and you're just like, oh, I don't need it, but I want it. And you leave and like, that's all you freaking think about. Go get it. You know what I mean? Like if you want it, do it. But if you're not going to do it, don't sit around and keep complaining about what you don't have and the way you look and all the things. Just freaking do it.
Just freaking do it. I love it. Well, thank you so much
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Promoting you. You make me happy. You complete me. You have just done so much for me in my life. Not that you have made me do it. That's what's so cool about you is like, you're not like giving me a handout and saying like, this. Like you work on yourself, which is so cool. You teach us how to do that.
That's how it sticks, is because they'll be like, how I know that, this is going to work for me. And I'm like, well, will you just ask for help? Will you show up? Because I'm not going to do anything for you. I'm going to show you how to fix yourself. And that way you'll never go backwards.
It's all here. Like it's just like a dictionary. Like, okay, I need this. Find it. There it is. Your daily workouts are in an app with a video of each exercise. You know what I mean? Like I've showed a friend, I'm like, look at how cool this is. This is what it does every day. I don't have to think like, okay, what should I do today? What should I do? I'll do this, and sometimes I want to add a little bit. So I'll jump rope in between just because I love that adrenaline fix. And, I'm in my garage. You can do it from home. Wake up, do it. Before you go to bed, do it. Whenever you have time, like just do it, like brushing your teeth. It should just be a part of your day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love it. Well, thank you. And then where can they follow you?
Southern Farmhouse, HAUS.
HAUS. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Casey.